Hello guys, I've got an interesting little video for you today. So I queued up on 1v1 ladder, got Socotra, which I'm not a big fan of. I thought I'll just go Mongols and just do a 16 or 17 pop scout build. Then as the map spawns in, I see my opponent has gone Goths, expecting some funny business from him. I thought, well, I'll just try the 16 pop build anyway and see how we get on. And then I realised you only get one elephant. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to probably get these at some point. Get my deer or ostrich to make up for it. And I see this villager coming forward. I think, that's interesting. Well, I carry on scouting anyway. And then I see this and this. I'm like, this, and then the elephant starts running towards my base. I'm like, oh, brilliant! I'll just garrison. This scout's already weak, and he resigns instantly. So I thought, well, that was fun. That was interesting, bit different, but that wasn't really a game. So I jumped back out, and jumped straight back into the queue, and lo and behold, get the exact same player again. On the exact same map. He's gone Goths again. I've gone Mongols again. I don't have the cleanest start this time. I forget to get my sheep, which kind of throws me off balance a little bit. So there'll be a little bit of idle time, but I deal with it reasonably well. Scout will get going again in a minute. These villagers will start taking this sheep and we're up and running. So again, ostrich. I know I'm going to have to take them. There's my elephant. Keep an eye on him. I'm sure he starts going any second now. There he goes. And there goes my elephant. I'm like, well, it's a fairly small map. I know how to steal a boar and elephant. Not worried about it for now. I don't need him yet. I'll keep taking sheep for a minute. I mess up here because I try and shift Q and accidentally right click onto him. It's not the cleanest of 16 pop or 17 pop scout builds this, but that's what I go for. Anyway, I've scouted the back of my base. I know where my deer are. I know where most of my resources are. I've got enough sheep under my TC. Start thinking about going forward a little bit. I'm at the point now where I could do with my boar. I spot a sheep, which will do nicely. Take him. And then here's his boar. Brilliant, I'll have that then. Thank you. So he's tried to kill all my deer. He's just realised and sent his scout back. If I'd known his scout was so weak, I would have attacked it. Anyway, there we go. So now I've got an elephant. Ended up with three onward instead of the usual 2 for this build, but it doesn't matter. And then I go out to the deer. There is little bits of idle time here and there in this build, but I've had to adapt and deal with something that I've never had to adapt and deal with before. All my deer are rotting away, but doesn't matter. I can just send plenty of vills out to take that food. At least they're not going to go running away from me, from my mill. Put the score on so you can see where we're up to. Both very close on scores. I've got a very slight villager lead. Maybe half a villager. Let's see how his base is getting on. So he's long distance milling, taking his deer. He's only just building a lumber camp. So I'm assuming all those shenanigans he pulled at the beginning are a bit all in. He hasn't got any wood, he's only got 2 lumberjacks. So he's not going to be going up anytime soon. Me on the other hand, I'm just getting loom. 17 pop. And there we go, I'm up. So now I need to transition away from food onto wood, which I take a little bit of time doing. I think I just send these guys to... Yeah, send them all to wood, I think. Barracks is coming down. Good old villager pathing. I do take these berries, but not yet. So anyway, I'm on my way up. Nearly there. He's now overtaking me in villages, which is expected. I will need to mill this, and I will need... But my plan is to get the stable up first. Even though scouts are fast, I decided to move them even closer, as I've got the opportunity to build the stable a bit closer to him. And there we go. 8 minute 45 feudal time, which isn't bad, I don't think. I need to build the mill now, really, but I don't. That's what I missed at this point in the game. I make farms instead, which is a mistake. I can't afford scouts once I'm up, or villagers. He's now on his way. So I pulled off the build, but because there's one ball missing from the map, from Socotra, and I didn't go to mill, I built farms instead. All these guys could have been just taking berries for now. And now I could start dropping farms. That would have been a more efficient and faster way of getting the food in. I would have been able to afford to make some scouts and some villagers. Got a scout on the way now. Still no villagers. Still on 17. But at least I've got 10, 11, 12 on food now. So I'll be able to afford stuff in a minute once that food eco's rolling. He's now up. However, I've just got housed at 20 pop. Scouting his base. He's gone to gold. He's making militia. Now he's in feudal. It looks like he's semi-walling, or is walling. Two villagers in it now. Nearly had that scout. I think I'll wait for one more scout to create before I go forward with them. Have a nice little score lead, 100-point score lead. Caught up in villagers somehow. He just must be having idle time now. Send these guys forward now. See if we can get some damage in with them. Take him off berries. Obviously he's got spears and militia here. Just push him off berries for the time being. Go and see what other damage we can get elsewhere. I realise there's not really much point in making more scouts at this point, so I completely stopped that. I am still making villagers, he's not. So I will be level with him any second now. So he's doing for resources. Not very well. I forget my scouts for a second here. I'll lose one of them, but keep 3 alive. Now got a nice little villager lead of 1. He's still not making villagers. He's making more spears. I'm now switching to archers. My plan is just to keep poking at him with these scouts. I can't do any damage with them now, they're so weak. But there's still 3 of them. I can just keep running around his base, using my mobility with them. And just keep him chasing me. Whilst I make a switch into archers. My resources are going up nicely as well, so start thinking about Castle Age. Just 2 villager lead now. He's just started making villagers again. Lost another scout. The berry's nearly gone, but my archers are starting to come out now. He's got 10 military, mixture of militia and spears. I'm on 4, which is 2 archers and 2 scouts at the minute. He's now upgraded. No, he's not upgraded yet to men-at-arms. He's still militia. He does upgrade to men-at-arms in a minute though. Blacksmith so I can get fletching. Build a new lumber camp. Spreading out a bit because he knows about this one. Now he's found the stable. He's decided to take that out. I'm not worried about the stable now. I'm not going to make anything else from there for the time being. Just go massive. Just go heavy into archers. If I don't get housed. Don't have enough gold, so I'm making skirmishers just to supplement them a bit as well. Three villager lead for me now. Plus getting wheelbarrow. He's got men at arms now as well. Getting a market. There goes my stables. I've got full upgrades on these for feudal age. So I've got wheelbarrow, town watch. It's like playing against the AI here because it just keeps attacking buildings. Housed again. Score's fairly close still. A little lead for me, but that's about it. Starting to wall off my base a bit more, make it a little bit more awkward to approach. Town watch, obviously I can see what he's doing. Decide he's not attacking my villagers or doing any damage to me, so I'll go and see if I can attack his base and hurt him at all. Lost one villager. annoying slowing down these farmers for him. I don't know why I've queued up so many villagers. I think I'm pretty much ready to go to Castle Age at this point. Or getting close anyway. We have a bit of... In fact, I know I queue up all the villagers because I'm going to have to go and fight him a bit. So, because I could see he's moving over to here to try and get rid of my archers and skirms. So queue up a load of villagers in my TC and get busy fighting, because I can't do both at the same time. Trying to manage two armies at once, pulling one away while the other one's attacking. I keep slipping up and forgetting and misclicking my groups. Busy running units away all the time, trying to do damage where I can. Very even military count. Sell some of this wood if I manage to pay attention. Now, I thought I was walled here. There's a tiny gap here, one tile gap, which I don't notice. Got a fairly sizable villager lead at the minute, plus obviously got wheelbarrow and town watch. Although according to the score we're very close. Try a trap here. Block him there and try and build a house here. Failed. And I thought I was walled here as well, but nope, there's a 2 tile gap there apparently, which we find out in a minute. Anyway, on the way up to castle finally. Plenty of archers queued up. 18 so far. Decided to send this archer over here just to stand here, just to keep an eye on if and when he does expand out there. Stone. Want to get a castle up eventually. Once we're in Castle Age. I decided at this point I'm not going to build any more TCs, just going to stick with one TC. I think 4 TCs could take over the whole map though. Size of Socotra. I didn't spot these at all. Up to castle. Straight away queued up. Crossbow and thumb ring and bodkin. He's up to castle just behind me. Not a big difference in up times. Spot him leaving, so send my villagers straight back to work again. 27 crossbow now. Another wall here, another hole here, which I didn't notice. I forgot one of the few times I forget to patrol my units. I'm normally pretty good at patrolling units. There goes his army. He's down to 10. He didn't like that game, apparently. So he had a load of swords in there and a couple of skirm, and that's all he had. I just placed siege workshop. I had enough. I knew I had enough crossbow to deal with whatever he had now. Quite decent score difference. I was just going to start making rams and just start ram rushing his base. Crossbow to defend them. He was fully walled. There might have been a one tile gap there, maybe. Possibly. There's obviously a gap there as well. No, yeah, maybe there's no, there wasn't. Yeah, so maybe just that gap there. I could have got through. Oh no, there's a tree there. So yeah, he was fully walled. Well, apart from this little gap here he was using to get in and out. He obviously made 2 stables. I don't know what he was going to do with stables as Goths, but he had more food collected, but I had more of everything else. Obviously 846 feudal time. We had a pretty intense feudal war as well. Had a nice 7 villager lead, and that was it. At least he didn't drag the game on.